Change on the Kia Rio 2013. It's pretty much the same thing for Kias and Hyundais. First step I normally do, take off the oil cap, put it right here, just in case you won't close the hood without putting it back on. Okay, after you put the cap where the hood latch go, you put it on some rhino ramps, or you can use a regular jack. Just got to make sure you put on some metal to frame under there. There's some metal that you can put it under there. The rhino ramps work a lot better because it's easy. You just pull it up, and then it's high enough for you to get to the air filter. I mean the oil filter, and the plug. Okay, once you got the vehicle high enough, you get under there. For the Kia Rios, they are pretty simple. The oil drain plug is right here, and the filter is right there, so it's kind of easy to access. The plug size is a 16 millimeter. Sometimes it could vary depending on if the plug was replaced, so it could be about a 16 or a 17 on this one, the Rio. I believe this one is the regular one. It's a 16 millimeter. Loosen that. Loosen the drain plug. Loosen the oil filter. And then replace the oil filter with a new one. Tighten the drain plug back up, and then I'll show that in the next step. Just a tip, you do oil changes a lot. Sometimes they may be on there real tight, and you can't take it off by hand. This is a oil filter tool to help get it off with a extension and a ratchet, just to make it a little bit easier. They have them on Amazon, probably about under 20 bucks, I believe. It's something nice to have just to make it easier, and it just go right up there around the oil filter. And then you twist it, it come right off. Okay, again, this is a tool. This is how it works. It's not mandatory. You can use some pliers or anything else that you can get in there, but it helps a lot. You want to make sure there's no gasket up there, because then you will have a problem and it will continue to leak because you are double gasketed. This is the old gasket, so it's still on the filter. Sometimes it come off the filter and go right up there. I mean, some could pre-oil it. It's not mandatory. A lot of people suggest it, but it don't hurt. Then just twist the new one up. And tighten it hand tight. Just make sure it's nice and snug. Spin it up there. Make sure it's hand tight. Of course, and just wipe it off. Make it easier. Just find leaks and stuff like that. And then now we gotta take the drain plug off. Let the oil drain out of that. Tighten it up. Then clean all the oil up from taking the filter off and stuff like that. And then so on to filling it up. Okay, 16 millimeter off for the drain plug. I'm just tightening it. Loosen it. I would recommend wearing gloves if you just drove the vehicle like I did, because it can be very hot. And then just let it drip out. And then wipe the drain plug off. Make sure no shards of metal inside the spleens. Then go from there. Okay, now you want to fill it up. I got my funnel, got Valvoline, or you use 5W30, 5W20. On the cap it say 5W20. In some specs, it say you can use 5W30 also. And then you fill it up to 3.5 liters. So you should have a lot of oil kind of left out of 5 quart. And then I'm gonna top this up. Let me fill it up. Then I'm gonna check the oil and then top it off if needed. You get your cap, put it on, tighten it up. It's gonna make some few clicks. That's how you know it's tight enough. Start the car, let it run for probably about 10 seconds to get all the oil flowing a little bit. And then that's when you check the dipstick. Make sure it is past the fuel line, that dot right there at the fuel line. Make sure you didn't put enough in there. You want to wipe it off when you take the dipstick out. And then what I normally do is I let the vehicle run, and then I can go back under the bottom, make sure everything is tight, clean, and not leaking any oil.